Hello and welcome back. This is a Sharp PC-7000, a portable IBM PC clone. The computer was released in 1985 with a list price of $1,795 That's the equivalent of $4,322 in 2020. The machine has an x86 first generation microprocessor, an Intel 8086 CPU and a base memory of 320 KB of RAM. The cable is still flexible even after more than 3 decades. Most portables like the Compact suffer from cable rot, but not the Sharp. I'm going to power up the computer. I really hope the filter capacitor is still working or it has been removed. Fingers crossed. There is definitely something on the screen. Let me try to darken the ambient a little. Still, the camera can't focus right, even if the picture looks fine from where I'm standing. Let me try to get a better angle of the screen. We got a post and some errors, disk error or drive not ready, reading boot sector. My guess is the dual floppy drive is faulty or the diskette itself is bad. Either way, I need to disassemble the unit. But before doing so, let's check some details on this Sharp. The computer comes with a metal handle that has a rubber coating looking like leather. On the back we have the AC plug, a parallel port and a serial port. It's pretty basic. Between the AC plug and the parallel port there should have been an external video card. I love when manufacturers use metal system information plates because they almost never wear off. The keyboard has alt switches, same that were used in the early Toshiba 5000 series, definitely improving the typing experience. Okay, let's now take out all the screws and try opening the case. This cover hides the hard disk expansion port that could go under the computer. Unfortunately, I do not own it. Judging by the screws and the scratched plastic, this computer was previously opened or serviced. I was definitely not expecting such a small motherboard. The good news is that the battery did not leak, it's actually in good condition. I will remove it just to be safe. And no, I will not replace it because I will use this computer rarely and I see no point in having the risk of a leaking battery. Everything here looks nice and clean to the naked eye, no corrosion or previously repairs. I will start by removing the metal plate in order to reveal the floppy disk drive. Even here, everything looks cleaner than I imagined. I'm glad that the power supply's capacitor looks great, but I will also measure the value to be sure. But before I go on, I will remove the battery and take a picture of the model before I dispose it. Maybe I will replace it at some point. Here is the faulty floppy drive. The floppy disk is stuck in the drive because the grease has aged and it has become sticky. It's actually annoying that I can't get it out of the drive. Finally, success! The floppy disk drive is a double drive that came out in 1985 and it's only 1 centimeter bigger than the standard 5.25 drives of that era. Thank you Canon for the best floppy drive design that I had ever seen. I will start by cleaning both the plastic and the mechanical parts before I use some white grease to lubricate the mechanics. As you can see, the original grease acts the opposite as it was designed for. I will use a Q-tip and alcohol to remove the sticky grease. It's time to get all greasy. Don't forget to clean and lube the sliders as well. Also clean the read-write heads with a Q-tip soaked in window cleaning detergent. I am glad that the drive is now back to its glory. Works great. I usually don't film cleaning the plastics because it's boring and it's basically scrubbing, but I have to admit I really like the output. The power supply needs a little cleaning and checking the voltages. The fan is a little bit noisy, but I'm going to grease it up as well. The capacitors were measured out of the circuit and they are fine. If a 30-year-old capacitor is still working in its specs, I don't replace them. The old capacitors are way better than the ones produced these days. Or it might be a personal opinion. Either way, I'm going to stick with the old quality ones. I managed to clean everything up and I can't wait to put everything together. I will fast forward this operation so I don't get you guys bored. All done. I will power it on one more time before I will stack it up with my other computers. I said this before, in terms of quality, nothing could beat Sharp Computer Corporation back in the 80s. Their machines were built to last even if sometimes they did not follow the PC industry standards. The PC-7000 is Sharp's second computer targeted for sale in the US, after the PC-5000 from late 1984. I'm glad I could save this computer from being recycled and I got it into my collection. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.